Pain in Our Head podcast contains themes of coarse language, adult themes, and the discussion of mental health themes. Some content may be emotionally challenging. If you or someone you know is at risk, please visit the description for mental health and suicide prevention contacts. Enjoy the show. What's going on, everyone?
Howdy, Christian here.
How are you, Christian? What's been happening this week?
Really awkward now.
Because I didn't
Felt weird.
say my name.
And I didn't say my usual.
What?
Howdy, it's Christian.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Howdy, I'm Christian.
you did the I'm Christian. Very good.
I said it's Christian. So.
You said it's Christian. Oh.
Did I say howdy? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you still said howdy. Yeah.
Amazing. It was literally like
It's a
5 seconds ago and I've already forgotten about it.
It's
So
a little trademark.
howdy.
Hey, Oddy. What's going on this week?
Yeah, not much. Yeah, fuck all, really. Just been plodding along, doing my thing. Got nothing exciting to report yet, I don't think. Yeah, no, not really. What about you?
Just a standard week, yeah. Business as usual.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. It's just this week just went.
Oh, I did pick up Baldur's Gate 3 finally.
Yes.
So, I'm very late to the party on that, but it's a fucking good investment if you're a gamer, if you've been sitting on the fence about it. If you're into that type of game, obviously, because it's, it's Dungeons and Dragons brought to life on a computer. So it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea being turn-based, like tactical combat. But I really am a sucker for a good story. And if you've got the option to romance your companions, then I'm fucking there for it. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I really enjoy building those relationships with your followers. That's because I suck at making friends in real life. At least I can make friends on the computer. So no, I've been really enjoying that. I've sunk some hours into that.
Yeah. That's cool. I've barely played any games this week. Barely listened to music this week. So yeah, it's been a very boring week. Lucky me.
I like your hoodie.
My hoodie is cool. Yes, it only comes out during winter.
You're in Queensland, so what other time would you have to bring it out?
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Cold for like 3 weeks, and then for the rest of the year, it's fucking humid as shit.
Yep. It hit 5 degrees the other morning. That was way too cold for me. So, yeah, but...
I remember when this is like late teenage years, and I was starting to, really explore my fashion sense and stuff. And just all of the stuff that you'd see, like being exposed to like metal music, and everyone's wearing like black leathers and like big coats and like spiky stuff, and I'm like, it's too hot for me to wear this shit. I want to wear like all the really cool metal clothing, but it's so hot.
Yep, shorts, t-shirt, board shorts and a t-shirt. I used to get around to that so often.
See,
when I was younger,
I very rarely wear shorts.
Yeah, okay.
I always wear jeans, even when I was on the farm. So like back in Queensland, working on a farm in summer, I would still wear black jeans to work.
Yeah.
In saying that though, like when summer would come around, Tomo would always convince me to get. So we used to use steak knives to cut the sweet potato vine.
Yep.
So that's how you plant sweet potatoes. You'd you'd plant sweet potatoes in the ground and form what we call a seed bed,
Mm-hmm.
and that would sprout the vines at the top, and you'd cut the runners off, and then you'd use those runners to actually grow your sweet potato crop.
Ah, okay.
So we'd go through and we'd get the runners, and you'd cut the runner with a steak knife, and so we'd always have steak knives around.
Yeah, okay.
Everywhere you went, there was steak knives. So anyway, Tomo would always convince me once it got hot to cut the legs off my jeans, and it just progressively got shorter and shorter. So like, you know, every summer I'd come around, I'd lose another pair of jeans, and they'd turn into short shorts.
Short jeans.
That was when you knew it was hot. Once my jeans got turned into shorts, it was
it was
hot.
I get a lot of weird looks because I always, even in through summer, I will always drum in long pants, in long jeans.
Okay.
Yeah, even in summer, it'll be stupid hot, middle of the day. I will always wear long black jeans while drumming.
That'd be the one time that I'd want to wear shorts for, like, so that my knee was like completely unrestricted. I wouldn't want.
Yeah, I don't find I mean, I got short legs, so I don't find it unrestricting. The thing I like about the long pants is I don't scratch the insides of my legs on like my snare.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
I got thick thighs, so like all pants are restricting for my legs.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So yeah, but
I am so good at squats because I got fucking thick thunder thighs.
Very good. Very nice. Well, welcome to this week's episode of the Pain in Our Head podcast. What are we talking about this week, Christian?
None of your fucking business. I don't want to do it. I'm really insecure about this episode.
I've had to force your hand, haven't I? Yeah. I still remember the look on your face when I suggested we do this topic.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, because it's one of my favorite things to talk about, and I've got no experience on it whatsoever.
No, none at all. So I don't know how this is going to go.
In case you haven't picked up yet, like, I made my little comment about it that I was feeling very insecure about this episode. We're talking about insecurities. So, not keen.
No.
I'm quite an insecure person. It's part of my BPD. Being insecure and having an unstable self-image and self-worth. Woo!
Yeah.
I was talking to Kristen about it last night, actually. I made the comment about, being better than everyone else. And I'm not. Like, let me clarify that. That's not how the conversation was going. I have like this very like polarizing like self-image, I guess, within my head. So there's like half of me tells myself that I'm shit and everyone's better than me, right? So it's like there's this massive part of my brain that's always going, no, you're useless, you're ugly, you can't sing, you can't do anything right. But then on the other hand, there's another part of my brain that tells me that I'm God, like I'm better than everyone else and no one's as good as me, and I just have all this untapped potential. It fucking is confusing as shit. It's like you're just constantly bouncing back and forward between the two thoughts. It's like, God, I'm a piece of shit. It's like, God, I am fucking amazing.
Yeah. That's good though. It can help.
Is it? You want my brain for a day?
No, thanks.
2 hours.
I'm good.
2 hours.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll pass. Yeah. So, insecurities. What types of insecurities can we come across in our very fun lives?
Well, there's 3
Mm.
types of insecurities.
Probably more, but stick with those
Well,
3.
3 main
Yeah,
ones, I
main
guess.
types. Yeah.
Want to talk about it? I've already fucking ranted about it.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Start at the top. No, actually, I'm going to jump. I'm going to jump to the second one that we've got written down. Professional insecurities. Yeah. So fear.
I'm okay with that one, actually. I don't have professional insecurities.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I've had a lot of professional insecurities. Yeah, heaps. That's probably the biggest one, I think. So fears, you reflect on your fears of not being able to perform well enough at work. Yeah. I'm going to put like school and university into that bracket as well. I used to have a lot of insecurities around university. Yeah, massively.
Yeah, I had insecurities with school. School. I always felt like I wasn't as smart as the other people. I've really struggled to apply myself in high school. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm quite intelligent, but I just never did anything with it. And I really struggled through high school with, like, maybe I am dumb. Why can't I do this like everyone else? And, everyone else is handing in their assignments on time, paying attention in class. And I'm just like, oh, look at the fucking sky outside. Might have a fucking nap today for this lesson. Like, when I was in year 11 and 12, right, I did legal studies. So I went for my OP school back in Queensland. I don't know what they call it these days. Well,
I think it's all ATAR now.
ATAR.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There you go. It was a long time ago for me, so whatever.
It was OP for me as well.
So you're like 12. You haven't even graduated, have you? Anyway,
don't talk to me about how long it's been since I graduated. I want to cry.
What do you think I feel?
Old.
Ow. Especially in my little granddad jacket today.
Yeah, looking very nice. Very schmick.
So anyway, I went for my OP school. One of my subjects was legal studies. And I was really fucking good at it. Really good. And to the point that I just didn't pay attention in class. I would literally show up to class, sit in the middle of the class. I didn't give a fuck. The teacher didn't give a fuck. As long as I wasn't distracting people. And I'd sleep. I'd show up and I'd sleep. I'd pop my head up every now and then, join in a group discussion and go back to sleep. And I never got lower than a B-.
Yeah, wow.
On anything, assignments, exams. And I literally just showed up and slept. It got to the point that my teacher was like, you've got to be cheating. So I had to do an exam during my lunch break. I had to show up to the exam and sit there with just one-on-one, the teacher and myself, and do an exam.
Yep.
And I still got like A- for that one.
That's amazing.
It's like, yeah. Should have been a lawyer.
I loved legal studies.
Me too.
Thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really good at legal studies too. I've got a certificate in justice studies.
Could you need it to be a cop?
Yes. Well, you didn't necessarily need it at the time when I wanted to, but it was something I did anyway. Yeah, no, legal studies is good.
What did you went for your OP?
Nope.
What? Wait, what?
Nope. I did the rank.
You still went to uni?
Yeah, we'll see, because I went to uni as a mature age student. Yep. It didn't even matter. As long as I could pay for the course, I didn't give a shit, really. Yep. So, not that I paid for it. Government paid for it, ex debt. I'll pay for it one day. But, yeah.
Probably start paying for it with this job.
Probably. I think some of it will go towards it, so...
You won't see a tax return for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Good fun. But yeah, professional insecurities. So, especially at uni. So I went to uni and did, I guess, a course that was very much around music and film and TV and very creative, practical, and all those sort of things. And I've never learnt anything like that to an academic degree. I was self-taught with music, and everything that I had taught myself through music was all self-taught. So going into that, I was very insecure about it. Like, did I belong?
Can you read music?
Yes.
Fucking nerd.
I taught myself how to read music. Yeah. Oh, I can't say I taught myself entirely. I had a really good mate of mine. I give him a shout out, Ash, or he's AMP on Spotify. He's got some music on Spotify. Go and check that out. He's an indie Brisbane artist.
Didn't you help with one of the songs?
Yeah, I've drummed on a few of his tracks. Yeah.
I think Stand Tall.
Yeah, Stand Tall. Yeah. It's probably one of his biggest singles.
I've got that on my iTunes.
Yeah. I might put it in the podcast playlist and just see if I can get him a few more streams. He'll appreciate that. It's a good song though. So yeah, I drummed on that for him. But he taught me a lot in regards to music theory and just reading music. And it's one of those things where you think, oh, it's very complicated looking from the outside. But once you get taught it or you get shown the tricks, it's quite easy. Yeah, there's a lot of simpleness to it, I guess. It's not even a word, simpleness. I'm a simpleton. So professional insecurities. I've had a lot over a long period of time. Even when I started working in hospitality long time ago, there was nothing I never did. Never did that through school. Didn't learn hospitality or anything like that. And so I was very insecure initially when I started doing that job. And then getting promoted as well and things like that, going on to like management roles and things like that. I was doing management roles at 19 and I was super insecure, and I thought there's a heap of people that I manage, some of them 3 times my age. How can I know more than them? I probably didn't. So yeah, very insecure when I
probably fucking did.
Probably, who knows?
Looking back on it, you're like, oh, actually, these guys are that old and not supervisor for a reason.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So if you don't believe in your skills, you can self-sabotage your work or procrastinate getting better at it. It's more prominent now in like music, even after I finished my course and my uni. And we've talked about this in a lot of different episodes about like, especially the 3rd episode we did, I think, self-doubt. What? Especially. Don't pick on me. I got no voice today.
How are you talking then?
Hey?
How are you talking then?
I don't know. Not how I normally talk. It's very hard.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for that.
That's what she said.
I don't know what I was talking about now. Completely forgot. But
professional insecurities.
But yeah, professional insecurities. What are some ways to work around them? But you haven't had professional insecurities, so you wouldn't know how to work around them.
No, see, like, I think my problem is that I'm totally not picking at my hand. So my first job was just a shit kicker. I was like a labourer. I was a rotational moulder, so I made like the plastic like playgrounds for Megatoy, so McDonald's, Hungry Jacks, all those sort of playgrounds that you see. I made all the plastic stuff for that, and I was just a shit kicker, and it was easy as shit. Most of the guys I worked with were absolute dumbasses, and like high school dropouts. So I never struggled with it at all. It's like I showed up to work and I was like, well, this is fucking easy.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. You weren't a shit kicker. You're still a shit kicker.
Oh, damn. Kick the shit out of you.
You probably would.
No, I would.
I would run.
That's not an insecurity of mine. I'm very secure in my ability to kick your ass.
Yeah. fuck around and find out.
Yeah, basically.
But yes.
But no, I don't know. I've never gone to a job and gone, oh no, like, am I going to be able to do this? I've always approached like every job I've ever done. Even so, like this job that I've got where I'm a loader operator, right? I had no experience at all operating a loader. I've never operated one before.
Yep.
I've driven plenty of tractors. I've operated other machines and shit before, but yeah, I was just like, well, it can't be any fucking different to anything else I've ever done. Like, it'll be a little bit different, but fuck it, I'm gonna send it. I'll get it done. I'll figure it out, and I did. It's like, yeah, cool. I've never felt insecure about being able to do a job.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people, a lot of young people. You think about even your first job. Like, even going into like a first job, I think maybe there's a lot of people who may feel like, because they're not sure, if they've never done anything like that before, that's where you can maybe feel a bit insecure about it. But I think it gets better over time. Like I had no problem with this job that I've recently just gotten into.
Because I fucking talked you up on it. I was like, you'll be right. You got this. All Coles, like most of Coles drivers are fucking useless. I can say that. I don't care. Fight me if you're a Coles delivery driver. Like, yeah, you know, like Gumby, Callum, you, me. Like, we know. It's like there's some real useless people that deliver for Coles and Woolies. Like, it's just such an easy job. It really is. It's put a little bit of thought at the start of your shift, and it makes your whole day easy. But people just, nah. I'ma just show up, I'm gonna plod around, I'ma do what the MDT tells me to do. And it just drags their day out, and they wonder why the fuck they're so late back to the store.
Moving on. Not going to comment. Want to keep the job. Other insecurities.
Personal and relationship insecurities.
Yeah. I think you have the reins to choose on one of these. I know you don't have much to talk about.
But that's this week's episode. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next week. We'll talk about something way better.
Personal insecurities.
See, I was going to go with relationship.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll talk about personal insecurities.
Damn it.
Why do you want to talk about personal insecurities?
I don't want to talk about either of them.
I know you don't. The listeners want to hear it. The polls came in. They didn't.
What poll?
They didn't. I'm just playing with you.
I got a poll for you.
Personal insecurities. Do you know why I've got long hair, Christian?
I thought it was my turn.
Oh, no, all right, fine. You go first then. I just was asking a question.
No, now I want to know why you got long hair. I just thought it was because you were fucking lazy.
Oh, okay. It's a new one. I've heard that one before.
Well, not lazy. Like, you just got to the point where you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to grow my hair out.
Interesting.
That's that's not how I did it, I guess. I was just like, always wanted long hair. And like the closest I got to long hair was that fucking god-awful picture I sent you with me and like creeping on Brent from Mastodon. So, you know, it was about this length, but like the whole way around. And I gave up on it. Yeah. And then, I finally was like, I'm going to grow my fucking hair long. I'm just not going to cut it anymore. I'm just going to grow it. I'm going to suck it up and just grow it. And I didn't get a haircut for fucking like a year. I just grew my hair long.
Yeah, okay.
Why'd you grow your hair long?
I used to, all over. I used to shave my head from...
I need to see this.
Like, very young age. Used to do it. So, and then I did it through high school as well. And I used to get picked on a lot for having really short hair. Yep, number one all over. I would do number ones all over. Yep. And it got to a point where I wouldn't even let it get that long either. Like I'm talking barely an inch, and I'd go get it all shaved off again.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm looking at your
So-
face and I'm just trying to picture you with no hair, and I can't.
Got a very round head. Yeah. So yeah.
I guess it'd be the same as like when I shaved my beard off and you saw it for the first time. You were just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yep. Yeah, super different. I'll have to find a photo for you. There'll have to be one somewhere. But yeah, so that's why I grew it out. Yeah. That and I grew it out after I've cut this. Like it's been cut since then, but I've been growing it long for a good part of almost 5 years now. Like 4.5 years. So when I decided to go sober, that's when I started to grow it out. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, personal
I'm
insecurities.
thinking of shaving my beard back.
Oh, yeah, giving it a bit of a clip.
I felt very insecure when I shaved my beard.
I bet you did.
I actually got quite depressed for like the first week after shaving it off. I felt very, very insecure.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're talking about personal insecurities because that's just where we're leaning towards right now.
That's where we're going.
Fuck the relationships.
Yeah.
So yeah, my beard was like part of who I was for so fucking long. Like I've always had this beard, like, and yeah, when I shaved it off, I was just like, who am I? I'm no one without my beard. Like no one's gonna like me. Like I look stupid. And then I got used to it and I was like, okay, maybe I don't look that stupid. Like I look a lot younger, I look cleaner. Like even this length now, I'm like, maybe I want to trim it back to like stubble. Like I don't know, like do what I fucking want.
It's interesting what we do to hide some insecurities, but the thing where we talk about hair, you can't. Like once it's cut, I mean, it'll grow back, but there's that period of time where you've got to deal with it.
Got to embrace it.
You got to embrace it. Yeah. So why do I like wearing long pants?
Because you got skinny chicken legs.
Because I got short legs. Nah, my calves are massive from all the running and sport that I did as a kid. Drumming. But yeah, short legs, so wear long pants. Yeah. All those sort of things.
Why don't I smile? Because my teeth are crooked as fuck.
Yeah, all these things. So it's interesting.
Very insecure about my teeth.
Yeah, okay.
Don't smile.
Sit and smile. Yeah. Well, it's amazing to think about all the different things that we do then to avoid having to put ourselves through that insecurity so we don't feel depressed, we don't feel upset about those insecurities. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Like having an insecurity can make you feel just horrible. Like it affects everything you do. So, you know, for you with your short legs, you wear long pants all the time because you feel insecure about it. And like when it comes to having a conversation with someone, if you're not wearing long pants, then you may feel very awkward during that conversation. Like the same with me with my teeth or my beard. Like it affects how you interact and like your confidence levels when you interact with other people. Like it affects everything, like your day-to-day shit. If you're insecure about something, it weighs heavy on everything that you do.
Yeah. We haven't actually met each other in, I guess you could say, real life, whatever you want to call it. But when I interact with people, you won't know this, but for at least the last 8 months, I hide my hands.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. So I'm insecure about the condition on my hands. Yeah.
Gripping it so tight.
I know. I can't help it. So, yeah, but yeah.
I'm the same though. Like we've spoken about this, like our skin conditions and shit before. So I've got like psoriasis and like eczema. So when I break out, like between my eyebrows here, like goes red, dry, and scaly as shit. My eyebrows go scaly. My beard, my hair, like doesn't matter what I do to it. It's always just fucking dandruff city. I can't change it. Yeah. I've spent years trying to fucking fix it, and for a long time, like I was insecure as shit about it. Now I just don't give a fuck. It's like, oh, look, you're snowing. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, I can't change it. Thanks for pointing it out. I don't give a fuck, man. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
brush my shirt off and fucking away I go. It's like,
Yep.
it's dead skin. Fucking deal with
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. Overcoming different insecurities, they can be really tricky.
I stutter when I'm
Yep.
going through a real shit time.
Yeah.
Like if my mental health is like really on the go, then yeah, like my stutter becomes quite bad, and I will sit there and be like do like a fucking car trying to start in winter, like, and I'm a little bit insecure about it.
Yeah.
To the
Okay.
point of aggressiveness about it. Like if you were to make a joke about my stutter, I'd just laugh because I don't give a fuck what you think. Well, I do. I very much truly value your opinions and thoughts, but I know that you're coming from like a good place when you pick on me about things. But if someone else makes a comment about my stutter, I become quite fucking digressive, defensive, and aggressive.
It's a new word
about it.
Coin it. Digressive.
I feel like that would probably be a real word and have something to do with degradation, like degrading.
Degressive.
Right?
Reducing by gradual amounts.
Aha! Told you.
There you go. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, if someone else makes a comment about my stutter that I'm not particularly close with, I'm like, do you want to fucking joke about it?
Today, Junior.
Want to fuck around? Because you're going to find out.
Oh, shit. That's great.
I can punch as fast as I stutter.
That's great. All right, well, overcoming these insecurities, and how are we going to go about that? How do you go about it?
Look, I just fucking deal with it. Like, honestly, I've never had like a approach to it. It's like, it's a time thing for me.
Yeah.
It's just you learn to live with it. It just becomes. I guess sometimes it helps having someone in your life too that just doesn't give a shit. So, you know, relationships that I've had where like people just have not really cared about what you actually look like.
Yeah.
It has made me not really be that upset over my teeth or like when I put on weight and stuff like that. They're like, well, it's like, you know, if you're happy, I'm happy. Like if like I'm not dating you because you look hot.
No.
Like you do, but I don't care about the things that you see as flaws.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people are like, oh, you got a really cute smile. And I'm like, yeah, but my teeth. And they're like, no one sees your teeth. They just see you happy. Like your smile, like lights up the room. And I'm like,
yeah.
So yeah, you know, I guess having someone point those things out to you.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So surrounding ourselves with encouraging people. Yeah. It's good.
Even though I like rip you to pieces, I still like to think I encourage you.
No, you're quite the encouraging person. Yes.
Encouraged you to get a new job.
It did encourage me to get a new job. Yes. Very good. So I was just thinking, we could. I don't know. You're not gonna like this idea.
I already hate it now, just with that prefix. Like,
we've already talked about a fair bit. There's still so much more that we can talk about when it comes to insecurities.
Don't.
We could do.
Let's do this next week. We're gonna split
part
this
2.
in half. Fuck. As soon as you said we've already spoken a lot and there's heaps more to talk about, I was just like, no.
Nope, don't do it. I won't put you through that pain.
No, I'm fine with it, to be honest. Like you said, there's still heaps of shit to talk about.
Yeah, because we haven't talked about insecurities with relationships.
We haven't gone in depth on how they actually do affect you.
No.
Like we brushed over it. We haven't spoken about how to deal with it. Like we sort of touched on it, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'll give you the tip. And, there's heaps of shit there that we can say.
Yeah.
What else? Consequences, what causes it,
Yep.
10 things to overcome it. And then,
we've only just opened the can of worms. So,
yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We can do that. This is how
good stuff.
structured our recording is. Like, we've just made that decision.
Yeah, on the spot, on the
Live.
fly. How cool's that?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, that being said, we are going to chat about some music, though. So we've got some awesome music lined up to talk about. I don't even know what you're talking about this week. So, yeah. All right. We'll be back in a moment. Here's a word from our sponsors. Enjoy. The Pain in Our Head podcast is proudly sponsored by Music Magic Co. and Brisbane rock band The Flying Circus. Visit the links in the podcast description for more information. Back to the show. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Pain in Our Head podcast. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. This week we've been talking about insecurities, Christian's favourite topic, his favourite episode, and I've convinced him that we're going to do it over 2 parts as well. It's very exciting. So,
I'm fucking
keen.
Just living my best life. I'm absolutely riveted about this.
We've already talked about some personal insecurities and some professional insecurities. So, yeah, we'll continue that next week. But for now, we're going to talk about some music. As we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'm excited for this. We got some really cool tracks this week.
We do. I love both of these tracks. Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do. This is my type of music. Yeah. All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
No.
Yeah, neither am I. Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. No, 21 Pilots? Is that it? Yeah, 21 Pilots. Yeah. Great song.
Very good
song. Got slapped in the face when I realised that this song came out nearly 10 years ago. So, perfect timing. So that was my first year, out of school, 2015. Yeah. Lots of insecurities. 19-year-old, so many different insecurities. And 21 Pilots hit us with this song from the Blurry Face album called Stressed Out. If you haven't listened to it, we're going to put it on the podcast playlist. Go have a listen to it. I doubt...
if you haven't listened to it, you probably have heard it on the radio.
Yeah, you've been living under a rock. Great song. Awesome song. And I wasn't even really attracted to the lyrics when this song came out. I love the music, the synth,
Leo
drums.
From Frog Leap Studios. He does Leo. I can't pronounce his last name. It's Morokolich or some shit. I don't know. He does a lot of metal covers of songs. Yeah, he did Stressed Out and Heathens.
Yeah, okay.
And he did a metal cover of Stressed Out. It's fucking cool. You look it up when you're finished.
Yeah, okay.
It's good
song. Okay. Yeah, but awesome song. I love the drums in it. Yeah, just awesome. Just so...
You'll enjoy the metal cover.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's stuck in my head now.
I love how poppy the drums are. Yeah. I'm a sucker for hi-hat lifts too. There's a lot of hi-hat lifting in Stressed Out, the original. So yeah, great. Love it. Lyrics, pay attention to the lyrics. They are about being insecure. Which didn't really know because I didn't really pick up on the lyrics. I didn't really take to the lyrics. But yeah. But now I'm insecure and I care what people think.
Yeah, they told me when I got older that all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to our generation where everyone's got a fucking mental illness.
It fits the MO, doesn't it?
Funny, all the older generations, back in my day, no one had ADHD, no one had depression, and it's like, no, everyone fucking did, but no one realized.
Yep.
It's like, I'm sorry, but that guy down the road who didn't like interacting with people, was obsessed with fucking trains, and didn't want to shake your hand. He's probably autistic, but you didn't get him a diagnosis.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah, great song, especially for this topic. It really does talk about that as well, about turning time back and how it was never really thought about or spoken about back then. Insecurities and these different mental illnesses. So yeah. The other part I really like about it is, what's the name of the album? But it's the persona they create in this song. My name's Blurry Face. Yeah, creating that.
My name's Blurry Face, and I care what you think.
Yep. Yeah, creating that persona. Doesn't like to interact, wants to be set aside from the rest of the world, which is what insecurities do to you.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't want to be involved, put yourself inside your own head and, lets the demons get to you. So, yeah.
Demons, we're good buddies.
We're good friends. You go way back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We chat all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Got some demons in my closet. I put them there.
Hang out with your skeleton.
Yeah.
And your sexuality.
That's great. Let's put a lock on that. And let's move on.
What was that South Park episode? Mel Gibson or Tom Cruise?
Oh, Tom Cruise with the fudge packer.
In the closet. No,
the fudge packing
in the
episode?
closet.
Oh, I can't recall that one.
I think it's Tom Cruise. Like, Tom Cruise is in the closet and he won't come out. And he actually was in the closet. Like,
I do like South Park.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch it growing. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons growing up because it was a negative influence.
No, I still remember vividly. I would have only been 6 or 7. Dad had like the first few seasons of South Park. Well, back then there must have only been maybe 5 or 6, like max. So the really early seasons, and so old he had them on like VHS, like on videotape. Ooh. Yeah. So I used to sneak out to the shed some nights, and we had like a small little TV with a video player. And I used to watch some episodes. Didn't understand it when I was that young.
Oh, yeah. Like half the humor goes straight over the top of your head.
Straight over the top of my head. I just thought it was hilarious. There were cartoon characters and there was a little fat kid swearing, and I thought that was just hilarious. But love South Park.
Think about it, your dad's going to kick your fucking bedroom door and he's like, you fucking what? He threes out one of the bus.
Yep. Yeah, so, Oh, good.
Who does the intro song to South Park?
Who does the intro song? Oh, like you mean the music?
Yeah.
I should know this, and I do know this.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. This is going to kill me.
Les Claypool from Primus.
That's right. Yeah. It's great. I love how it hasn't changed.
God of a bass player.
I like how it stayed the same.
Do you know much about Primus?
A little bit, not a lot.
Jerry was a race car driver. My name is Mud. We're known as Big Brown Beaver.
Okay.
You haven't listened to them?
Haven't listened to those. No.
Dude. Jerry was a race car driver.
Oh.
Drove so goddamn fast. He never did get no checkered flags, but he never did come in last.
I have heard that one. Yeah. That's why the bass is so good in the song.
Yeah.
Mm.
Winona's Big Brown Beaver is amazing, and you should watch the video clip to
Yeah,
it.
okay.
They're dressed up in like cowboy. I can't even describe it. It's like plastic cowboys,
Right, okay.
like molded plastic suits. It's cool.
Yeah, okay. Hmm. What does
All right.
Kenny say in the theme song?
What do you
In the
mean?
South Park theme song?
Oh,
What does Kenny say?
I can't recall.
I think it changed, or it's changed. I
Yeah.
swear I was reading somewhere. Apparently, it was I like girls with big titties. I like girls with small titties.
Nice.
But it could be wrong. I don't know. Someone check that for me. Put it in the comments because I've got no idea. Yeah, Google it. Google it. Gosh, remember when we couldn't Google it? Now it's a thing. Google it.
Yeah.
Imagine going back in time. I don't know, in like the 50s, and saying to someone, Google it.
It changes from season to season.
Okay, it does change. There you go.
And season 1 to 2 was I love girls with deep vaginas. I love girls with big fat titties.
Right.
Then it changed to I have got a 10-inch penis. Use your mouth if you want to clean it.
They're just so rude and crude. There's probably some listeners going, that's just terrible. That's awful.
Holy shit, it gets worse. I'm not saying it.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. All right. Well, if you want to know, go look it up if you're interested in South Park. If you haven't seen a South Park episode, maybe don't. It might scar you for life. But anyway. Good music in it. We'll stick with that. Good intro music. Might put the intro music in the playlist if I can. All right.
Yep.
I'll digress.
Okay. All right, my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
My song is somewhat Caleb's song because I couldn't think of a song and he suggested this song. But it is a song I listened to because Caleb made me fucking listen to it.
It's a good fucking song.
It is a good song. Fuck.
It is.
I already fuck you. Oh, God. What's with that attitude?
Attitude,
brother. Ooh. It's Don't Hate Me by Bad Flower. Not something I'd normally listen to. Oh, I listen to everything, so it is something I would normally listen to. But still, it's not metal.
No.
It's Don't Hate Me. It's about being insecure and relationship insecurities, which is what we're going to talk about next week. So this would have been a good song for next week, but here we are doing it this week. And, it's, don't hate me more than I hate myself. Don't hate me, I'm sad enough. I checked up on the guys you date. No wonder I'm insecure. Goes on to say, where is it? I changed my face again. I just want you to let me in. Changing his clothes and then a new boyfriend's in like a emo band, so he learns to scream just like him.
Yeah, I love that line. I even dyed my hair and learned to scream like him, or learned to scream. I sound just like him. Listen, yeah. It's, great part.
Yeah, it's a very good part.
Mm-hmm.
But that's being very insecure with relationships and why you're looking up the guys that she used to date. They're exes for a reason.
Yep, that's right.
But when you're feeling insecure about what you bring to the table, then that's what you do.
Yeah, trying to be something that you're not, which we talked about.
True to you.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, I don't know. Yeah. Go listen to that episode if you want.
I feel like that was the episode that just came out last week. So,
yeah.
So we spoke about it 2 weeks ago, but it released a week ago. Because tonight's episode will come out, and that's... I don't know what tonight
Routine.
is. Yeah. I routinely burp every podcast.
I think you do. I'm going to do a montage soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will learn video editing just so that I can do a montage of every word you've mispronounced.
You're gonna need a long.
I was going to say it'll be like an
time.
hour long
Yeah.
after 3
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah. Funny.
Are you insecure about it?
A little bit.
Good. It'll make you better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll try. I'm trying my best. I feel like I've gotten better as we've gone on.
Well, I was insecure, so I never used to know as an adult there, and there.
Oh, okay, yeah, the differences.
Yeah, and my best mate Gumby used to pick up on me all the fucking time. Like whenever we'd like be on Messenger, he'd correct me. If I used the wrong there, he would correct me. And I was like, cool, I'm not a dumbass. I actually need to learn this because I look like a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yep. Yeah, I had the same thing when I was in high school. I didn't understand it through high school either. So I used to get picked on a lot for it. Yeah, messages, group chats. Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, anyway, back to the song.
Yeah.
Really fucking good song. And
Awesome.
just being, insecure in a relationship. I guess it sounds more like it's the end of a relationship. Well, actually, it's post-relationship by the sounds of it.
Or even pre. You know, sounds like someone wants to be in a relationship with that person and doesn't think he's good enough. Don't think they're good enough for them, or vice versa, or whatever it might be. But great song. Love the drums in it. Oof.
I'm better than anyone you'll ever date, so. While simultaneously being an absolute piece of shit that's worth nothing.
Well done. Yeah, no, great song. The video clip's awesome too. You seen the video clip, haven't you? Yeah, you would have. I would have seen it.
Yeah, of course I have.
Yeah.
I told you, it's like Danny California by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
Where they go through all the
yeah.
different ages and styles of music in the video clip. And then this is very similar, where they change wardrobe like every 15 seconds.
Yeah. Great song too, Danny California.
Oh, yeah. Fucking
One of my favourite Red Hot Chili Pepper songs.
I'm not a huge Red Hot Chili Pepper song, but, you know, they've got good songs.
Getting born in the state of Mississippi. Papa was a copper and a mama was a hippie. I love it. Great song. Who sings that? Let's wait for it.
Damn it! Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it.
I can't sing.
Make him insecure.
I can't sing it at the moment. No, I can't even believe I tried it because I know that my voice isn't doing very well.
You just spoke
the words.
Neither of us have sung on this podcast yet.
No.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day if you're lucky.
Unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky. Yes.
Depends what song I decide to fucking sing.
So good.
Oh, yeah, no, great. Both great songs.
Yeah.
Definitely added both of those to the playlist.
Yeah.
Definitely check out that metal cover by, I think it's Frog Leap Studios or it's Leo.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
But it's very fun. If you're looking for something heavier, it's a fucking good cover.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's awesome.
He does everything, everything. It's the same as Our Last Sunrise, essentially. You know, they choose like a poppy popular song and turn it into metal.
Yeah, okay.
Except he does everything by himself.
Right, okay.
He does the drums, he does the guitar, he does the bass, he does the vocal, he does the production, he's got his own recording studio. Yeah.
That's some hard work.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, it's a massive thing doing all of that yourself. But it can be good because you've got a creative vision and you get to stick to it, you know, in its entirety rather than having a few different minds on it. But
in saying that though, right, yes, you get full creative control of it. But I find that in a lot of situations, using musicians who specialize in that particular instrument are going to, not always, not going to, potentially have suggestions that are going to be something you never even fucking thought of. Like, drumming, for example. If you get someone, so we'll use Leo, for example, here. Like, he does everything. He does all the instruments.
Yeah.
But if you get a drummer in to do the drums who only drums, may have like a different idea on like something, let's put a different fill here. Like instead of writing that there, do this instead. Like,
yeah. And you could...
not always a bad thing.
Yeah, and a really good musician who's perfected their craft in whatever it is, you can give them a brief as well. Like you can say, this is what I'm going for. And then a really good, musician will take that, do that, and then go a little bit further and do some extra sort of things that you may not have initially thought of. So that's why I got asked to drum in those few songs for my friend and for that artist. Because he released a whole album that was electric drums that he did computerized himself. So you'd be able to hear the difference between the tracks that I did the drums on for him. So, yeah. The power of many brains in creativity. Yeah. So.
I'm pretty sure the guy drumming for Pantera at the moment, like on their tour, I'm pretty sure he's a jazz drummer.
Oh, okay. Jazz drummers are good.
I saw I want to say it was an Instagram reel that they uploaded like a couple of days ago, and yeah, he'd changed a position on his kit or some shit, and he'd like slashed one of his hands on a cymbal or something. And so he was like playing, and like both of his hands were just like furiously bleeding.
Oh shit! Nothing says metal drummer like some bleeding hands.
Oh yeah.
I've bled on my hands, bleeding on stage. Finished the set, walked off to the bar with like bleeding hands, and the bar's like, "What the hell's happened here?" I was like, "I'm good. I just need some bandages or a band-aid or something to cover this up with. Like, have you got some cloths?" And they're like, "Yeah," but they were like freaking out, like thought something bad had happened. I'm like, "No, it's just."
I'm the drummer.
Well, yeah, you can get blood. I've gotten blood blisters, and like you get the blood blisters early on in a set. By the time you get to the end of your second set, you've burst all of those blood blisters, and your hands are just covered in blood. Yeah, so cool look. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode.
See you next week to finish talking about Insecurities.
This was part 1. Next week's going to be part 2. We're going to talk about...
Look at us changing it up.
I know.
We're evolving.
Yeah, we just do what we want to do, really, don't we? We're not insecure about it.
No. There's one thing I'm not insecure about. I just do not give... Okay, I do give a shit about the podcast, but I don't give a shit what people think about the podcast.
Yeah, no, it killed me in the first few weeks. Ripped me to pieces.
Yeah.
I mean...
I wanted to succeed, but at the same time, like I'm enjoying it. So like, you know what? Like it just one of those, like, do you get it?
I think maybe I'll unpack this next week and talk about it more. Because I definitely have had some insecurities, especially around the podcast, that I had to work through before we get to this point. Like this is episode 16. This is 16. We've been doing the podcast now for 4 months. Yep. So, but in that first month, terrible amount of insecurities. So I'll talk about that next week. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about relationship insecurities. I'm sure Christian will be able to lead that very well.
Fuck you! Why are you going to attack me like that?
We're going to talk about some...
Not my fault you're still a virgin.
I don't even know why that's funny. But it is. We'll talk about some effects of insecurities. And then we've briefly talked about some things that you can do to help overcome some insecurities, but we'll unpack that a little bit more as well in part 2. So, thanks for tuning in. Leave a comment on the YouTube if you listen to the YouTube. Thank you to all of our Spotify listeners. We actually had a look. We've got a lot of Spotify listeners overseas, over in the States, a few in different parts of Europe as well. So,
They don't even get to look at my pretty face. Go look
yeah,
at YouTube.
go have a look at YouTube. So thanks for tuning in, listening on Spotify and there's some other platforms there that you can listen to it on as well. So really appreciate that. Really appreciate the support. So thank you. We'll see you next week with part 2. Until then, it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.